Alpine Country Club by Tekbud. Right, we've got loads to go through. If you see on here pictures, GSPRO list. There's my GSPRO list. There. And I rate them all. My rating. And look at all them I've got to get through. Now, there's one on here. What we doing? Alpine Country Club we're doing. It's not even on my list, is it? No, it's not even on my list. By Tekbud. Now, squares on, squares connected. There's a bit of a discrepancy about these. About the perspex in front of it. I've got 10 mil, works perfectly. The spin and distance situation at the minute, I reckon it's two kind of like two updates away from it. I think they're close. I think they're very close. I think it's something to do, people will tell me wrong, but I do think it's something to do with the connection between GSPRO and the square. The launch monitor gives the data to GSPRO, but I remember back in the day with the Mevo that they had the same problems and GSPRO and Square sorted it out. The only other thing I can suggest is get yourself a Pro, like I've got. Put the ball, like he said, more forward in the stance, it's connected, more, and just hit it as hard as you can to basically get it to go further. I haven't hit the ball today, as you can see, so I am going to give this death on the first one and see it goes. It is right in front of my stance. It looks weird to me, but if it does that, who cares? I've had a lesson from Nigel Randle, and he said if you're getting 5 to 10% short on each club, so say a gap wedge that normally goes 110 only goes 100, then that's that. You just hit it further or up the club. So the thing is, when you get to 210 away, my 22 degree has broken slightly, I think, so it's all in my head. So I've used my 3 iron. My 3 iron is an old 2 iron. So I am using a 3 iron now, and I'm getting 220 out of it, putting it further forward in my stance and going at it, which I never used to do. I was scared of, but I've had a lesson. And that. Right, this is a 110 club that normally goes on GSPRO 100, so I'm just going to give this a light tap. See, sometimes the distances are on, sometimes the distances are off. Forget about all that, we're looking at Tekbud's Alpine Country Club, which looks real nice. I tell you what, I always leave them short on GSPRO. I've got to learn, now I'm on a tour, I've got to learn, right, I'm not going to go 3 iron. I'm going to go a 3-wood 16 degree. It can get, it got to 250 yesterday. I'm putting it further forward in my stance and not moving forward. I'm staying back and hitting it. Let's see how it does today. See what sort of weird spins we get. What a shot! What a shot! Now, sometimes the square does disconnect. That's another issue. What I've done today is it disconnected straight away, but that's because it was using OBS and it just disconnected. I'm going to finish this round and have a look. 12. What am I doing? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because the square is brilliant. I'm going to do a pitch and run, not a lob. 12 yards, a pitch and run, not a lob. What a machine. What a machine. I got the first one. I got the first one when it first came out. I got the first batch. What I think's happening, it's happened with the Mevo, so don't be worried guys. It happened with the Mevo. The Mevo got brought out. Everybody started buying it because it was 1,600 quid at the time. If you've got a big enough room like I have, it works well, apart from chipping and putting. Still got the Mevo, it's down there. This is my little friend. That was my friend of 3 years. So, we still got the Mevo, I'm never going to get rid of it. It's a brilliant piece of equipment. But, it couldn't really get to grips with 5-yard chips, lobs. It kind of got there with putting in the end. You had to do all this malarkey, put it in different spots. Whereas this, you just put it there, and that's it. Now, it's a par 5. I'm thinking the driver distances now are far better, but this could go anywhere because I'm not used to this yet. I'll take that all day long because that was straight off the heel. Straight off the heel. Now, here's the other thing. People will complain about it. I couldn't care less. That is what I would expect on the golf course. Where's my ball gone? Where's my ball gone? Put that there so it doesn't go past. Right, I expect just to see my shots that are on the golf course. And that was a shot I would expect to see on a golf course if I was playing. Now, I swap between, with the Mevo, you used to use silver dots on longer clubs. And then I used to use no dots on shorter lobs, pitching, wedges, because it could get the spin. Don't ask me how, it's what you have to do. It's not a GC3. It hasn't got all the capabilities a GC3 has. It ain't far off. And for what it is, it's brilliant. But the thing is, I've now been testing it and I've swapped to no dot balls for driver and long irons down to about an 8 iron, 7, 8 iron. And then I've gone back to dots to use 8 iron down. It's up to us. It's up to us what we do. If you go on the course and you're hitting balls left left and right, shank slices, hooks, this will pick it up. It ain't going to give you a straight ball. It will give you a straight ball down the line. So if I do this, see if on that last ball, right, I'm going to do spin axis. I'm going to put spin axis in it. Look, spin axis on that last ball, that was spin axis there. So we know it's getting the spin, we know it's doing everything it needs to do, but it's not there yet. I hide up because I ain't interested in it. If it goes where I know it's going to go, pause. Deliveries for Christmas. Get it all done. So that's that. Anyway, what was I saying? The spin. It's up to us to change it, to manipulate it, to make it work the way we want to work it until Square sorts it out. But on squares, software, it's perfect. +5, you put it on +5, everything goes +5. It's brilliant. I tell you what, I had the Mevo for 3 years. I ain't paying out bloody expensive money when a thing in England is 8 grand and the same thing in America is 1,600 quid. So we've got this. I said before, somebody's going to get it, somebody's going to make it, somebody's going to make it cheaper, and they're going to flog a load of them. And that's what this has done. Now, if we have to manipulate, and we're quite happy, at the end of the day, it's fun, isn't it? We're playing this, we're hitting balls, they could go anywhere on the course. It doesn't matter whether it's jumped forward 4 yards, it doesn't matter whether it's stopped and plugged. You'll never know. When you play on here, it's the same as playing outdoors. You don't know where your ball's going to land. You stick it on a green. I play off 4 at best, and I never stick it on a green where I want it to go. This is 4 at best. I'd stick it on the green, but I wouldn't know whether it was 3 yards past the hole or 3. Just happy to be on the green. So that's where we are. It's an enjoyable piece of equipment, real cheap, and it does the job. So here I am with a 6 iron, knowing that goes 185 to 190 in real life. I'm trying to go 180, 175 over them trees. I'm putting it further forward in my stance, and if it goes to 185, 190, fair play. And it was a bit high, and it was a bit right. Look at that. Right, what is it? 8 iron out the pine straw to go 8.5. I'm going to go 8 iron, but like I said, I'm going to go dotty ball. And I'm just testing it. But this is a smart course to test it on. I'm going to go right into the trees, aren't I? That was an awful hit. Awful hit. What am I doing? 2 awful hits on the trot. 3 awful hits on the trot. Another awful hit. I'm bouncing it off the floor. What's going on? Better hit. Stop dead. 2 over. 2 over. You get the gist of it. We'll get there. We'll start concentrating on the golf. That's what we'll do. Start concentrating on the golf. Awesome course. brilliant, loved it.